expectations, this idea of expectations, I talk a lot with clients about expectations. Expectations, if you have expectations, there's a fine line between what is just I'm intentional in life and I want something and I want to do well and I've got a vision and I'm going to go after it, versus, hey, I expect this to happen, if it doesn't, then I'm going to be upset, or I'm not going to know what to do, right? There's a fine line there. And what I always say is that I want you to have expectations, but if your expectations don't work out, if they don't work out, okay, then I want you to be able to fall back on yourself. I want you to be able to fall back on yourself and be like, I can handle that, whatever my expectation was, right? Whatever my expectation was, I can handle however it didn't work out, okay? Sometimes for me, sometimes the way that I simplify my life when things start to get overwhelming is I basically don't have any expectations. When things get hard, when things get tough, when I feel like just life is out of control, I just kind of peel back a little bit. I'm just like, you know what? I don't have any expectations in life. I'm gonna just let life play out like a video game, and however life plays out, that's how life plays out. And I'll just deal with however life is, okay? However life is, however this world circles around, and whatever falls out of this world and in the day-to-day life of Randy Floyd. All right, there we go. That's what my life is, right? And for me, sometimes that's a good way for me to gain control, because I find when I start to have expectations for things, I get let down, right? I get let down. I'm thinking about something and I get let down, and then I'm like, oh, okay, now what do I do? Because I was expecting this to happen, but this happened over here. I wasn't planning on that. Now I'm struggling. I'm spiraling. I'm emotionally spiraling. And so for you, I would say in your own life, and in your family's life, your friend's life, really think about your expectations, and don't put your expectations on other people or other things. Put your expectations on yourself, right? On yourself. And it's not the expectation that I'm going to do everything right, or I'm going to get everything right, because I know people that have those expectations, those we're going to call perfect. No. We're not going there. The point of this talk is have the expectation that whatever happens, you can deal with, you can handle. I've said that about 1,000 different ways and about 1,000 different conversations, but it's totally true. It's totally true, is that you'll be able to handle whatever happens, okay? I know for some of you parents, you have expectations for your children. You have expectations for your children, and when your children don't live up to those expectations, then you start to control them and you grab onto them, and you might emotionally spiral because you're like, wait a second, they're not doing what I want them to do, and I have an expectation that they do what I want them to do, but and they're not doing it, and so I don't know what to do now. I don't know what to do. So again, have the expectation on yourself that you'll be able to handle however this world falls out, however things go on in this world, that I'll be able to handle whatever the outcome is of the situation. I'll be able to handle it, whatever it is. That's my expectation. I'll be able to handle whatever it is. All right, y'all? Expectations can get you in a really bad place. They can get you in a really bad place. And if you see yourself having certain expectations, specific expectations, and you're kind of like on that flimsy branch, you're like, peel back, go back towards that trunk, go back towards yourself and say, hey, I need to stop thinking about kind of how stuff should go outside of me, and just have the expectation that I can handle however this life turns out. All right, y'all? On track, now we going way up. W's as easy as a layup.